What's up, everybody? Sorry, I was sitting here talking to myself. I didn't realize I muted my mic. We are here at Weedsport. We got a lot of good drivers out here looking to do 100 laps here at Weedsport. We got Chris Eberly just shows up here a little bit late. Cody, thank you for the share. Brett, thank you for the like. Joe, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, guys. We got the stream up over on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and also over on Kick as you guys get up in here. How's everybody doing tonight? Currently, Keith Hackney is sitting on the pole with that quick time. Let's see. Keith Hackney has a 17.839. What's up, Justin? How you doing, buddy? About to put some work in tonight. As Eberly's going to put that thing in the 14th position here tonight. Are we going to get anybody else in qualifying? Looks like that might be it. We got about 3 minutes left to qualify, and it looks like Eberly's going to try to come out and do him another lap in that 0-1. What up, Joe? Oh, now you're over there on Twitch. Thank you for the follow, Joe. Good to see you. Brian, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. As we start to get people up here. Grant, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, guys. Make sure you guys get those likes, shares, and follows. We do this every Wednesday night with these long dirt races. Be interested to see how tonight ends. Let's see if Eberly able to pick up the pace. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. Street stocks at Weedsport. Definitely going to be a good one here tonight. If you're over on YouTube, make sure you smash that like button or hit the thumbs down. It's up to you. That's how people find us over on YouTube. Leave a little message up in the chat. Definitely appreciate everybody's support here tonight. Is Eberly going to sit out on the track? Is anybody else going to qualify? Do we have... Let's see if we got Brewer. Brett has not... Brett still has a lap. It looks like Brewer Cameron. Let's see. Jacob Lamb, I think, is in here. He's hit that flag. We're going to go ahead and hit the advance. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and advance this since it looks like everybody, unless somebody's going to qualify, let me know real quick. Looks like Brett's the only one that didn't hit the finish qualifying, so I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, he just did it. All right, so Brett's going to hit ready to race. We're going to get ready for tonight's feature, or tonight's heat race number 1. It looks like it's going to be Keith Hackney on the pole for heat race number 1. Here we go, getting ready to line them up on the front straightaway. Let's take a look at tonight's starting order. Starting on the pole here tonight is going to be the man, the myth, the legend, Keith Hackney. Justin Norwood on the outside in second. David Cool G in third. Going to be Cody in that 4th position. Joe Garcia 5th. Tyler in 6th. Leonard in that 7th position. Mitchell 8th. Brett in 9th. And Jacob Lamb in that 10th position. Drop the hammer. 100%. These guys are going to be out here dropping the hammer here tonight for 8 laps here in heat race number 1 as we get ready for tonight's 100 lap main event. It is going to be wild here tonight. But I'll tell you, we got 2 of them on the front row here of heat race number 1. I expect to see racing side by side here later on tonight. Probably 2 of the best on the sim. Justin Norwood and Keith Hackney. Should be a good battle here. I don't know if it... Yeah, I missed that. I will shorten it next time, guys. Justin, thank you for the 200 stars. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it, buddy. We got our star goals out there as Keith Hackney leads the field across the line. Wave it to your favorite as we got 1 lap to go. Jason Moore, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it. Everybody go around him. Everybody go around him. Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Green flag is out as Hackney gets on the gas as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2, we got Justin Norwood in that second spot trying to chase him down. A little bit of contact between Cody and Cool OG for that third position. Top 4 going to transfer here tonight as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Watching that transfer spot as David is in it, as Joe Garcia tries to close the gap in that 114. Struggling a little bit as we got Mitchell and Tyler side by side for second out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Little bit of contact back in the pack as David Cool OG is looking for that third position. Down into turn number 1 and 2, side by side for third. Dave's going to slide up a little bit, keeps it down. Cody digs out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. This track getting slick already. Bryce, thank you for the like as they come out of turn number 4. Good race. Oh, we got one going around, as a caution flag comes out. All right, we're going to take a look and see what happens here. Yeah, Mitchell was way sideways. It looks like Brett gets turned around here. Let's take a look and see what happened to Brett in that number 14 machine. Yeah, Hackney's definitely got this thing on lockdown. No surprise there. Oh, Brett got the inside wall. And then contact with Leonard as the caution flag comes out for the first time here tonight. Mitchell, you were completely sideways out of 4. Tyler probably could have backed off a little bit, but I'm not going to yell at him for that. Thank you for the share too, Bryce. As we get green flag this time by. What was that? Hackney leads the field heading into turn number 1 and 2. Yeah, it may go single file, guys. If it's coming inside the halfway through, it'll go single file. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Ken, thank you for the like. As Hackney gets a massive jump, Justin Norwood second, Cody in third. 4 laps complete halfway through heat race number 1 as Dave rolls in that 4th position as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Single file for the leaders as Garcia tries to find some grip to close in on that number 99. Yeah, oh yeah, they're definitely made for dirt. Eberly, thank you for the like. Scott, thank you for the like as we got 3 laps to go. Hackney leads the field into turn number 3. Norwood trying to find a little bit of something here. You got to imagine he's going to find something in that number 4 as Cool OG has definitely found a little extra sauce as he's back up underneath Cody. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be side by side. Cody's going to bounce the cushion on a turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Drag race into turn number 3. Cool OG going to try and keep it down low as they come out of turn number 4. Still side by side for that third position. What a battle here with 1 lap to go. Who's going to come ahead? Remember, that is 4 positions if they can get it. 4 heat races. That's a lot of spots as Cool OG digging low on the bottom side. It's going to be Hackney. Justin, who's going to get third? It's Cool OG in that third position as Cody comes in 4th, and Joe Garcia is going to lead us into our B main tonight. Michael, thank you for the like and the share. Appreciate it, buddy. As we get ready for heat race number 2. I'll tell you what, we got another person starting on the front row of this one that we definitely got 2 of them that we got to watch out for. We got Charles Barnes in that number 21C. He's going to be starting on the pole. He's definitely got to be one of the favorites here tonight. Lane Phillips in second. Clifford in that 3rd position. Ragin' Ray in 4th. It's going to be Chris Aberly in 5th. Cudney in 6th. Levi in 7th. Terry Smith 8th. And Joey Brewer, if he shows up in that 9th position, as it looks like Clifford did not grid up in that 3rd spot. John, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. As we get ready for heat race number 2. All right, we're going to go ahead. I got 1 to go, guys. 1 to go. All right, down the back straightaway, looking to go green flag this time by 7 cars competing for 4 positions here. As they come down the back straightaway, pace car is going to pull in, and Charles Barnes going to lead him to the green flag. Into turn number 3. When is Charles going to fire him off as they come down through 3 and 4? Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Barnes going to get a nice jump as Lane has to deal with Eberly. He's going to break free. Here comes Eberly fighting back as Ray drifts up the track. We got the 27 of Levi going around. No caution flag. He gets it going back straight. Back up to the front as it's going to be Charles Barnes leading the way out of turn number 4. Oh, looked like Ray might have gotten that inside wall. He keeps it straight as Lane Phillips is falling back to 4th. Here comes Kenny Cudney. Man, this is a stacked heat here. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Barnes is going to lead it. Eberly in second. Raging Ray. Oh, Ray gets inside wall. Caution flag comes out as they come out of turn number 4 as Ray eats the wall in turn number 3 and 4. Let's go take a look at this one more time. He just a little over rotation here and bam! Right into the inside wall. Is Durkee driving the 76? All right, Charles Barnes out front, leading the way as they're going to get him stacked up, single file. Guys, I will go one to go once you guys all get caught up to the pace car. So when you cross the line next time by, it will be 1 to go. All right, so everybody getting caught up to the pace car as they come down the back straightaway. Gonna get 1 to go this time by as they cross the line. Go Bryce, says Jaron. Go Chuck. Yeah, Chuck. Charles Barnes is here, huge here. He's definitely gonna be good. As they come across the line, we're gonna give them 1 to go this time by. They're gonna stack them up. Do whatever iRacing tells you. I have it on single file for quick cautions and obviously in the heat races, if it's under half the race, I don't know. It makes up its own mind sometimes. I'll just be honest. Jackson, thank you for the like. Jackson Broadbent with the like out there. Appreciate it. As we're going to get ready for the green flag here. We got 3 likes over on YouTube. I can't see who likes it, but I appreciate the likes. As the green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Barnes looking for a little bit of grip. Definitely struggled a little bit as they head into 1 and 2. Eberly in that second spot. Eberly's pretty good at these things as they come out of turn number 2. Caddy in that 4th and final transfer spot. He's got Terry Smith in that 98, searching up high, trying to find a little bit of speed as Levi's going to come up underneath. Levi, the asphalt guy in the 27, trying to make the move on Terry Smith. Here comes Raging Ray in that number 76, trying to make a move as pretty much single file up front. We'll keep an eye on these battles. We're going to watch where the action is as Levi sends it in. Oh, he gets into Terry. Out of turn number 4, Terry cut him a favor. Terry cut him a huge favor as they head into 1 and 2. Let's go, Norwood. Devin, thank you for the like. Clint, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, guys. As Charles Barnes continues to lead the field out of turn number 4. Charles Barnes in that 21C. He's going to be hard to beat as it looks like the 25 of Kenny Cudney has caught up to the 29 of Lane Phillips as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. We're going to get a battle here. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Ken. Oh, a little bit of contact. Kenny's going to have to check up. Catches it as Eberly tries to put the pressure on Charles Barnes. Through turn number 3 and 4, it's going to be 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as they come out of turn number 4. White flag is out. Charles Barnes leads it. Chris Eberly second. Lane Phillips third. Kenny in that 4th position. Down the back straightaway, Charles Barnes going to lead it through turn number 3 and 4. Susie, thank you for the like. Out of turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. Give the W and heat race number 2 to Chuck. Chris Eberly second. Lane Phillips third. And Kenny Cudney in that 4th position as Levi is going to be going to the Consi. Ray definitely stepping on it there. Huge. Has to be devastating for him. He expected a good run here tonight. Had a good run going, but he's going to have to fight his way through a Consi here tonight as we get ready for heat race number 3. Starting on the pole, we got Seth. Bryce in that second position. Michael in third. It's going to be Parkhurst in that fourth spot. Loic fifth. Dylan in sixth. Buddy Ware, Hunter Hollenbeck, and Cameron rounding out the field. Kobe, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. From New Zealand. Yeah, other side of the world. How's the future? Since he's ahead in time, it is tomorrow there for him compared to us. As we're going to go ahead and go one to go. One to go. As they are going to stack them up 2 by 2. Who is Seth? I mean, I don't watch a lot of street stock racing, and he's definitely got a good I rating. I just don't know who he is. Logan's got some work to do. We're going to see if he can move his way up through TBRT. What is TBRT? Let's go, Bryce, says Susie, as they come out of turn number 4, looking for the green flag. This time by green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. A little bit of stack up there as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Loic digging down low. Oh, he almost gets into Michael. They're 3 wide. 3 wide on a turn number 2 as Loic moves his way up into that third position. He's got that Ding Dong Motorsports machine. Oh, big contact there on a turn number 2. They keep it straight. 3 wide again. This one's getting a little rowdy. Parker's in that Twisted T. Man, he doesn't even know what Twisted T is. Certainly can't buy it as they head down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Right? I hear you. I hear you, Joe. Oh, Loic's going to get the inside wall as Hollenbeck has issues. Oh, man. You can't park there, bud. Here comes Bryce looking for the lead. He is putting the pressure on the number 7 of Seth. Seth is going to dirt track it through turn number 3 and 4. Back here, Buddy Ware making his way around Parker's. Parker's now battling for that 5th position as they head into 1 and 2. We got a 3-way battle for the final transfer spot. Buddy Ware has it. Michael and Parker's won it as they come down into turn number 3. Back up to the front as Bryce continues to put the pressure on Seth down into turn number 1 and 2. The heat is on. Bryce looking good, but Seth just so hard to pass in that number 7 as they head into 3 and 4. This track is going to get super slick, guys. We're going to see a lot of different lines as it looks like Seth gets a piece of that inside wall on a turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. This is starting to look like the Weedsport I know as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Good battle up here at the front. Loic in the Ding Dong Motorsports number 74. Holding strong in third as Buddy has his hands full as Michael looks to the high side. He's going to take that 4th and final transfer spot away. That is one thing I forgot to do, guys. I forgot to put my heat line up. Let's go ahead and put it up there because we can use it for the rest of it anyway. As they head through 3 and 4. Battle for that final transfer spot. White flag is out. Bryce putting the pressure on Seth out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, Seth leads the way as Bryce put the pressure on into turn number 3 and 4. On a turn number 4. Will Bryce use the bumper? Can't get there. Seth is going to take the win. Bryce second. Loic third. Michael in that 4th and final transfer spot. Buddy Ware, you're going off to the B main. Good racing there. It was the Ding Dong Motorsports, man. It was Loic. Good to see Loic out here doing good. I'm sure he's been grinding over there on the late models. Probably good to come out and have some fun once in a while. I know he's looking like he's in the running to potentially get a Pro Series invitation here at the end of the qualifying series. So good for Loic. He did make the sprint cars, trying to make the late models too. Let's go ahead and hit up the C main. C main. Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's see. It's going to be a C and a B. All right, guys. It's going to take 4 from the C main to the B main, and then 8 from the B main to the A main. All right, we're going to get ready for the C main. Top 4 going to transfer to Bracey Bear. As they're going to get ready for the C main, let's go ahead and pull up this starting lineup. Some of these guys, Clifford is not there, so I'm going to have to skip him. As it's going to be Mitchell on the pole, Terry Smith in second. DJ's going to start third, Jacob fourth, Clifford is not there. Hollenbeck in 6. Going to be Brett in that 7th spot and Joey Brewer in that 8th. Oh, I guess that's it. Brewer isn't in there. All right, so we got 6 cars going for 4 position as they come down the back straightaway. This start is going to be on Mitchell in that number 69 machine as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Who is going to transfer through? 2 people going home. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Terry Smith going to have a good run on the high side. Hits the wall, though. That allows Mitchell back up underneath them as they come down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Mitchell. He gets tight. We got DJ coming low. Oh, there's big contact on a 4. Oh, we got the 14 of Brett is going to lose his bumper on the front straightaway as Brett tries to work his way. More contact. Is this a derby? As Hollenbeck tries to get around that number 14. Fuck it, we're just going to let it go. I don't know what the fuck Brett was doing. As Dylan leads it out of turn number 4. It's going to be Terry Smith 2nd, Jacob Lamb 3rd, Mitchell in 4th. Justin, thank you for the 100 stars. Jivian, is that right? Thank you for the like. No resets. You mean enable? Do you mean enable, Loic? As Dylan continues to lead the field. Terry Smith 2nd, Jacob Lamb 3rd, Mitchell in 4th. No competition for Brett as he's too far back. Oh, you don't want to say anything stupid. I was going to say your chat is working. Nobody disabled your chat. I don't think. Hold on, let me look. I'm the only one with ability. Well, Dave can, but... Hey, Dave, why did you disable Loic's chat? I don't know why he did it. Hold on 1 second as Dylan continues to lead the field. We'll jump down here real quick. Hey, Dave. I didn't hear his comment, so. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't hear what he said, so. Oh. I'll just let it be. I'll let it be. He knows if I hear something, or if you see something, just let me know, okay? All right, guys, we're gonna get ready for me to move out of here. We're getting ready for the B main. It's gonna be top 8 transferring. Only 2 people going home out of the B main. It's gonna be Joe Garcia out front. Leave. Oh, everybody's gonna make it. Everybody is going to make it. All right, guys, everybody's going to make it since Parkhurst and Buddy are not here. All right, it's going to be Joe Garcia on the pole. Levi 2nd. Buddy Ware is not here. Tyler 4th. Ray in 5th. Going to be Parkhurst not here in 6th. DJ 7th. Terry Smith 8th. Jacob Lamb and Mitchell Maynard rounding out the field. Looking for the green flag next time by. Sorry, I was dealing with something else. Forgot to make it 1 to go. As they come out of turn number 4, they're going to get 1 to go this time by. 9 laps here for the B main. Everybody going to make it since a few people did not show up for the B main, so nobody going home. They're going to stack them up 2 by 2, looking for the green flag this time by. All right, who's your picks to win the B main? This is going to be good because it's going to wear in the track for that 100-lap main event here tonight. It is going to be slick out here. We're going to see some real skill up at the front as these guys try to find a place to wheel these cars, even in the B main. As the green flag is out, as Joe comes out of turn number 4, down into turn number 1 and 2. Joe's going to over-rotate. He's going to get turned around. Caution flag comes out. Hey, Joe, it's slick there. He's just going to lose the back end, get turned around. He's going to get the worst of that one. We're going to restack him, re-rack him as the caution flag comes out. Because it was a quick caution, it is going to go single file more than likely, guys. All right, pace car's going to catch them. As soon as you guys cross the line, it will make it 1 to go. As they get it stacked up. There's some good drivers. There is. Here it's going to be a little sketchy. We're going to see what these guys can do. Some of these guys, well, it is a good group. The track is slick. Some of these guys do not normally run street stock. So we do have a few people trying to figure out how everything goes as Joe turns it around in that 114, ends up at the back of the pack. After that, we're going to go ahead and make it 1 to go. 1 to go as they come across the line. All right, single file. Levi, the asphalt guy, is going to lead these guys to the green flag. Kenny, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. This is a good session for these guys to practice a little bit. Everybody makes it. Let's keep it green here as these guys can get a good feel and a huge advantage going into tonight's feature. Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Levi going to get on the gas out of turn 4. Lead it down into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to send it in. He knows where to run as we got more contact. More contact as we are going to have some major issues here. Guys, everybody makes it to the feature. This is a great opportunity for you guys to get a feel for the track. So give each other enough room. Run some laps. You guys are going to have a huge advantage over everybody that just ran heats. Yeah, I don't think he meant to get into you, but Terry is definitely talking to him. He knows. All right, Levi waiting on the pace car. We're going to hurry up and go green flag. Just a heads up, guys, tonight with the feature, if you are the cause of 2 cautions, you will get DQ'd. Is it? I am not going to do it to you guys in this race unless you drive through somebody and we keep having these instant yellows. I don't want to do it here. Yeah, I gotta wait for you guys to cross the line with the pace car. Oh. Sorry, I was on replay. All right, looking for the green flag. This time, by as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Levi gonna send them off. Out of turn 4, green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Cody, thank you for the like as they head into turn number 1 and 2 as Joe Garcia has made his way back up to the front after some unfortunate situations for everybody as they come down the back straightaway. Everybody rolling into turn number 3 and 4, giving each other plenty of room as Levi gets a little bit of a blink there up at the front. Here comes DJ down low on Joe as they head into 1 and 2. DJ's going to roll it. Levi's going to get sideways. He pulls it off the grass. No caution flag. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. For some reason, it's still showing Ray out front. Let's see if it fixes itself as Garcia has the lead out of turn number 4. Dylan trying to reel him in as they head into 1 and 2. There it goes. Garcia leads. Dewart in second. Tyler, Mitchell, Terry, Levi, and Ray is still technically counted, and so is Jacob Lamb. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn 4. Garcia's going to check up a little bit, has a little bit of a check up there in that 114. Here comes Dylan looking back low as they head down the back straightaway. Heading into turn number 3, looks like we're going to get a battle for that lead. as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Really? I didn't see it. I know we do. I'm trying to find a place I can count on, Justin. Jacob, make sure you keep it and let me know so I look at it later, because if somebody hit you under caution, like it was intentional, I want to know. As we got a battle starting to brew for the lead, as they got 7 laps complete, 2 laps to go. And in turn number 1 and 2, Dylan starting to put the pressure on Garcia. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Here comes Dylan. Down low. He's going to dig for the lead. Move DJ to the point as they come across the line. Garcia back to second. Tyler third. Terry Smith fourth. Mitchell fifth. Levi in sixth. Dylan's going to lead it down into turn number 3 and 4. Will DJ be the winner of the B-Main? We got a B-Main warrior out of Dewar as he comes out of turn 4. He's going to take the win here. Joe Garcia, Tyler, Terry Smith, Mitchell, and Levi rounding out the field of cars running at the end of the B-Main. All right, we're going to go ahead and stack them up for tonight's feature. Carson, okay. You're the 226. Okay. These guys going ahead and stacking it up. Let's go ahead and hit up tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight, it's going to be none other than Keith Hackney. Starting in second, going to be Charles Barnes. In that third position is going to be Seth Justin Norwood in fourth. Chris Eberly in that fifth position. Bryce Dickinson in sixth. David Coolo G going to be starting seventh. Lane Phillips in eighth. Loic starting ninth. Cody in 10th. Kenny Cudney in 11th. Carson's going to start in that 12th position. By the way, Carson, remind me after this. I can get you the SDK stuff so you can change your name on the tickers. It'll work for me and SLR. It's going to be Dylan in that 13th position. Joe Garcia, 14th. Tyler Hamrick in 15th. Terry Smith, 16th. Mitchell Maynard in 17th. Levi, 18th. Ragin Ray, 19th. And Jacob in that 20th position. Looks like Loic and Jacob did not grid up. So we got 18 cars set to do battle here for 100 laps here tonight. Come on, Bryce, says Susie. Come on, Bryce. All right, we're going to get one to go as they come across the line. Guys, remember, 2 caution rule. Also, no fast repairs. So take care of those cars. 100 laps is a lot of laps here. It might be early. We might get a couple, but they'll weed themselves out pretty quick as they come down the back straightaway. We are looking for the green flag. This time, Bias Hackney leads them down the back straightaway. Hackney struggled in the 87s last week. His teammate Jamie Massey dominated. Green flag is out as Hackney gets a little loose in the slick, trying to find grip as they head into 1 and 2. Charles Barnes on the high side in that 21C as they dig through turn number 1 and 2. They survive. They all survive 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Seth digging in that number 7. Out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. 1 lap in the book. Johnny Nolan, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, bud. As they come down the back straightaway, Keith Hackney continues to lead the field. I forgot to check on Kick. Has anybody been talking to me over there? No one talking to me over there. Nobody likes me. As they come out of turn number 4, Hackney might have gotten that turn 4 wall just a little bit. He keeps it straight. Here comes Norwood up underneath Seth. Little bit of contact. He's going to back out of it as we got a bunch of cars behind him as we head into turn number 3. Here comes Bryce in the 84. He gets into Norwood. Norwood's going to keep it straight. More contact out of turn number 4. Big stack up there as Norwood tried to give Seth a little bit of room. Everybody else kind of closed in on him. Seth in the slick gets a little loose into 1 and 2. Good racing out here. Definitely some respect as Cool OG up into Seth just a little bit. Eberly looks to take it 3 wide. They keep it straight as they head into 1 and 2. Great racing here from 5th on back. Cool OG leading the way down the back straightaway in that 5th position. Down into turn number 3, side by side between Seth and Eberly as they come out of turn number 4. 5 laps in the books, looking into turn number 1 and 2. Definitely some big respect here. Justin says, let's go Norwood. Norwood out front in that 3rd position, trying to reel in these guys. A lot of laps here. As Charles Barnes is in 2nd. Norwood, Bryce, David, Seth, Eberly, Cody, Carson, Lane Phillips are your top 10. A little bit of battling here as Lane looks up underneath Carson out of turn number 4. Battle just ahead as Eberly going the wrong way. He's going to fall back, to that 8th position as Lane Phillips up underneath him. Contact out of 2. Good save by Lane. Great save by Lane. Justin dropping those stars. Appreciate it, buddy. As they head down the front straightaway. Hackney going to lead the way out front in that number 91 machine. Dominating performance so far here tonight. 173 laps into this one. Remember, lap traffic is going to play a huge role here. Norwood in that 3rd spot. Charles Barnes in 2nd. These guys kind of just pacing each other at this point as Bryce has a solid run going in 4th. Cool OG in that 5th position. Seth has made his way back up to 6th. Top 6 kind of pulling away from the field as Cody in that number 88 has Eberly trying to get the pressure to him as they come out of turn number 4. Single file for the field. They are just about wrapping the field here. There is so many cars on this track. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. So far, single file. You're going to see this track really continue to slick it up. Let's go take a ride with Hackney as he is, you can see he is searching. He is searching for that tacky parts of the track as you see him digging down low, but let's jump on the in-car. He's got to grab that little bit of tack down on the bottom. You can see him. He's got to be so easy into the turn. Stick it up on the wall. Roll it through 1 and 2. Back up on the throttle. Let it drift up. Set it up for 3 and 4. Kind of the same thing. Let the car float around where you can put that throttle down. When you come out of the turn right there, hit that little bit of tack as he comes out of turn number 4. The Master Hackney leads the way. Charles Barnes in 2nd. Norwood in 3rd. We got the first caution of the night. Let's go take a look and see what happened to Cody. Oh. All right, I think, guys, I mean, he could have backed out of it there, but I think I may end up calling that a racing deal. If we take a good look at this one, it looks... That is unfortunate for Cody. That sucks for him. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and let that roll with a racing deal. Lane was under there. I heard him just apologize, but Kenny was up underneath Lane, kind of leaning into him, and wasn't a whole lot of place for anybody to go. So we're going to let that roll. As they come to the line, Keith Hackney leads the field. Charles Barnes 2nd, Bryce in 3rd. Norwood in 3rd, Bryce in 4th. Looking for the first restart of tonight's race. We got a lot of laps in. Just so you guys know, caution laps do count, so it won't be forever if we get a couple cautions. As they come down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. When is Hackney going to fire him off in that race? EPI number 91. Green flag is out. Out of turn number 4. He got a great start this time as they head towards turn number 1 and 2. Charles Barnes going to get in line. A little bit of contact between those two. Out of turn number 2. Barnes looking down low as we got a little bit of a stack up further back. They keep it straight. Here comes Barnes looking for the lead as he pushes Hackney up off the bottom out of turn number 4. Drag race down the front straightaway. A little bit of contact further back as Eberly and Lane get together. We got a stack up in 1 and 2. Couple cars turn around. Caution flag comes out. I think that one is going to be on Dave. Big stack up there. Dave's going to go to the back. as he was the cause of the caution. What's up, Rich? How are you doing, bud? Dave, did it already give you the UL? Alright. No, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Alright, guys, we're going to go back pretty quick here if you guys are ready. Or, Cudney, are you coming back out? Kenny Cudney on pit road. He's going to come. He is done for the night. He's going to go. He's going to go for the night as they're going to restack him, re-rack him, looking for the green flag. Jeff, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, buddy. As they head towards turn number 3. Hackney's going to bring him to the green flag. Look at this. Bryce has snuck his way up into that second spot as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Great start by Hackney down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Charles Barnes digging down low. Up underneath Bryce out of turn 2. Down the back straightaway. Drag race for turn number 3. Yeah, it sucks. It's good racing. I mean, respectful racing. A little bit of contact between Barnes and Bryce. They're going to keep it straight. Barnes is going to get that inside wall as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. That's going to help Bryce get ahead as Barnes has to deal with Seth on the outside. Did Seth find something up top as they head out of turn number 3 and 4? It looked like Carson was a little bit tight in the back of the field as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Bryce leads it. Keith Hackney leads it. Bryce in second. Charles Barnes in third as he digs up underneath out of turn number 4. He's got to get back in line as we are 23 laps into this one as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Ray, thank you for the light. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Good race for second as Hackney drives away from the field as they head through 3 and 4. This track is still going to change a lot, guys, and lap traffic should play a role here if we get these green flag runs as Cool OG has an issue at the back. We're going to go. Let's see what happens here. All right, so Garcia going to get that EOL. Hey, Joe, I'm going to have to give you the EOL on that one. He was like 2/3 of a car underneath you when he came down. Not that it's a big thing. It's only one car. All right, we're going to get it 1 to go this time by as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Jeff, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Like and the follow as we're going to stack them back up. Looking for the green flag this time by. All right. Good racing so far. A couple little mistakes. Not really a big deal. These guys out here racing hard. Trying to be patient. Definitely showing a little bit of a lot of patience here tonight out of a lot of these guys as they come out of turn 4. Green flag is out. Hackney going to get on the gas. Great start by Bryce on the outside. He wasn't quite able to stay next to Hackney, but he stays on his bumper as we got contact further back. Eberly and Phillips get together. They keep it straight. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Good racing up here as Barnes going to dig up underneath Bryce out of turn number 4. Side by side. Out of turn number 4 down into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Here comes Charles Barnes down low into turn number 3. Barnes going to dig low. Can he get around Bryce out of turn number 4? He's trying to stay with Hackney. He knows he has something for him as they head into 1 and 2. Barnes going to dig low out of turn number 2 and clear Bryce. Bryce back to third. Good race for that second position. Now can Barnes close in on Hackney as they come out of turn number 4. I'll tell you what, Barnes, one of the best ones in here in street stocks. I wouldn't be surprised if he could reel in that number 91 of Keith Hackney here and put the pass on him. But here comes Seth. Seth up underneath Bryce. Bryce tries to throw a little defense there. not able to close the door. Seth's going to get a piece of the inside wall. Keeps it straight as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Seth's going to fight hard down on the bottom side. Door to door, wheel to wheel, drag race down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3. Here comes Seth digging down low. He tries not to slide up. Bryce tries to pinch him a little bit. Out of turn number 4 still. Side by side, I think Bryce had that third position at the line. Down the back straightaway, it's going to be a drag race into turn number 3. What a race for that third position as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Oh, Seth gets the inside wall. Bryce going to get some momentum on the high side. Down the front straightaway, good run for Bryce as Seth has to get back in line. Down into turn number 1 and 2, Seth moves it to the top. Lane Phillips tries to dig down low, up underneath Seth. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Here comes Lane Phillips looking for that 4th position. He's going to dig down low. Lane's made some moves, moving his way up into that top 5 as Lane makes a little mistake there. Gets passed by Eberly. They all keep it straight. What a save by that 29. Norwood making his way back up through the field as he's stuck back in traffic. Oh, him and Cool OG trying to drive their way through as Lane is now starting to go the wrong way. Here comes Norwood digging on the high side. He's going to try and thread the needle. 88 of Cody up into the wall. Norwood going to push him down the back straightaway. What a crazy race back here in the middle of the field. Cody in the 8th spot. Norwood wants it as they come out of turn number 4. Norwood's going to finally clear, able to go to the bottom into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to try and make short work out of that 88 as they come down the back straightaway. Cool OG trying to follow suit up on the high side. Down into 1 and 2, we got a battle just in front of these guys as Lane and Dylan battle it out for that 6th position. Lane's going to get a little sideways. These guys actually starting to gain on these two as Norwood really has that bottom side rolling and Cody doing a great job up top. Down into turn number 3, here comes Norwood hard through turn number 3 and 4. Can he clear the 88? He does out of turn number 4. He gave him a little bit of room just in case as they head through 1 and 2. Clearly clears him out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, Norwood setting his sights on that number 7 position. Man, Norwood's got a habit of having to come back up through the field as they come out of turn number 4. Good racing through the... Oh, Lane gets the wall. Lane with a big hit on the wall, able to keep it straight as they head through out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Here they go, almost 3 wide as Dave gets into Lane. Oh, Lane, big stack up. Big stack up into turn number 3 and 4. I don't know how the yellow didn't come out. I'm actually surprised the yellow didn't go on its own. Oh. All right, we're gonna call that one a racing deal. Lane was coming down. Dave moved up a little bit to not kill Cody, and they just kind of met in the middle. Racing deal. Appreciate you coming out. What a crazy one here tonight, as we're gonna go ahead and make it a quick one to go. Terry, if it doesn't give you the wave around on the next caution, just let me know. I'll give you the wave around. All right, they got them stacked up 2 by 2, looking for the green flag this time by. Who is that rolling the bottom side? That's Carson. He's going to go to the back. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Keith Hackney going to slide up in front of Barnes as we are 43 laps into this one. This one going quick as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, Barnes really putting the pressure on the number 91. They're going to touch a little going into 3 and 4. Here comes Barnes looking for the lead out of turn number 4. Up underneath Hackney. He's going to try and dig into 1 and 2. Hackney's going to try and pinch him down side by side for the lead. Barnes doing a great job. They touch down the back straightaway. That pushes Hackney up the track. Hackney's going to dig back on the outside as they come out of turn number 4, and it's getting slick there. Hackney had to work hard not to hit the wall. They're side by side behind him for that 3rd position. Great racing everywhere on the track as they come out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3. It's Hackney back to the point. Barnes in 2nd, side by side for 3rd. 3 wide. 3 wide back here in the pack. Somehow they all keep it straight as they head into 1 and 2. Back up to the front. Charles Barnes in that 2nd spot as he's got 2 side by side behind him. Seth and Bryce back to work on each other through turn number 3 and 4. Ooh, Seth might have bounced off the wall just a little bit out of turn number 4. That's going to allow Bryce to dig back on the outside as they head through 1 and 2. Great job by Bryce holding it strong on the outside. Down the back straightaway, but it looks like Seth might clear him into turn number 3. Don't look now. Here comes Norwood in the 4. I'll tell you what, Keith Hackney not able to drive away from the field like he has every other restart this time. Yeah, he is definitely on rails, moving his way back up. He is back up to the 5th position as Hackney continues to lead through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, 49 laps in the books. Charles Barnes in that 2nd position. Seth gonna get the wall. That's gonna move him up the track. Oh, more contact. Norwood's gonna take big advantage. Oh, more contact further back as they head through turn number 3. As Bryce and Seth kind of get together. They're gonna be 3 wide. Out of turn number 4. Kulo G down low. He's gonna give the room to Aberley. Aberley's gonna be down low by himself as he tries to find his way around Seth. Norwood trying to put the work on Bryce as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, side by side for that 3rd position. Norwood digging down low. Out of turn number 2, Norwood side by side with Bryce. Bryce has had to put some serious work in tonight. He has been side by side so much here. A lot of the field single file at this point. But Bryce continues to have to ride side by side. Norwood going to dig low into turn number 1 and 2. Bryce gets a good run off of 2 on the outside. Norwood down low. This racetrack is really racy as they head through turn number 3. Norwood almost slides up too much. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Looking for that podium position. Norwood digs down low. He's going to get a little bit of the inside wall. Out of turn number 2, able to stay door to door with Bryce as they head into turn number 3. Great run by these two for that 3rd position as they come out of turn number 4 to complete lap number 54. 54 laps in the books. We are on the better side of this race, more than halfway through this one as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Norwood digs down low, Bryce up high. Can Norwood get that bottom side to work? Eberly gets real tight way at the back. Down into turn number 1 and 2. What a race here for that 3rd position. Let's watch them as they head into turn number 3 from the blimp as Bryce is going to lose a little bit of ground, but he's going to gain it. Coming out of turn number 4, drag race to the line. Bryce has that 3rd spot at the line as they head into 1 and 2. What do you guys think of this race so far here tonight? Let me know in the chat as we watch these two really duke it out for this 3rd position. Norwood throws it in a little bit harder, seems to hurt him off of turn 4, down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Let's go check on our leaders. Are they gaining on-lap traffic yet as they head through turn number 1 and 2? No lap traffic anywhere near. We're going to keep an eye on this battle for 3rd. Norwood in that 3rd spot out of 4, but here comes Bryce digging back on the high side, but Norwood headed at the line that time by. Norwood going to scrape the wall as Seth follows suit on the bottom side as they come out of turn number 2. I'll tell you what, Bryce doing a great job on that outside, trying to hold strong as they head through 3 and 4. Norwood going to get that 3rd position. No, Bryce is going to fight back. He says, nope, you're not going to get it that easy as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Seth, though, in that number 7, putting the added pressure onto Bryce as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Bryce so good through 3 and 4 that has kept him in this battle. As they come out at 4, he's going to get a big run again on the outside as they head into 1 and 2. Yeah, this is phenomenal, phenomenal racing between these three as they continue to duke it out for 3rd. This is where Bryce has got that dig out of turn number 4. He's really got a good run out. This is where Norwood not able to keep him out of it. Down at 1 and 2. If Norwood can just clear him out of turn number 2 enough to come up the track. Can't quite do it, as it now looks like Bryce is starting to gain the momentum on the high side. He might have found a little something there. Norwood almost able to clear him, though, in 3 and 4. Bryce gets a great run out of turn number 4 as they head into 1 and 2. What a race here, as we are 62 laps into this one. How many laps? We're over 10 laps side by side between these two. Into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Bryce back on the outside. Watch this run out of turn 4. This is really the difference maker, as Norwood always has that little bobble out of turn number 4. Sleep, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, buddy. Bill Sleep. Is that Bill Sleep? Down into turn number 3 and 4. Can Norwood clear him? Not quite yet. He might have clipped the wall. Here comes Bryce digging back on the outside. Still side by side for this third position, as Barnes and Hackney have got a lot of gap between them now. We're going to keep an eye on this battle, as I think Norwood has finally cleared them in 3 and 4. Norwood finally secures that third position as they come out of 4. No, he's got to hold it low, as Bryce barely got his nose in there. Into turn number 1 and 2. Bryce still holding strong on that outside. No, and Seth is down low. Let's go check on Hackney up at the front just really quick, having a good run. He's got lap traffic coming up. This is going to get real interesting for him. Norwood in that third position as Seth tries to get fourth out of turn number 2. I think Bryce might be strong enough to hold it on the outside. Not quite sure as they head into 3 and 4. Seth going to set it in hard. Almost into him. He's got to back out. Caution flag is out. Caution flag is out. Let's take a look and see what happened here. What a run for third. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, Mitch. We'll get you hooked up with some people. All right, that one's going to be on the 88 all by himself. Terry, is it giving you a waiver on? It is telling you you're a lucky dog. All right, don't hit anything because it'll take it away from you. All right, guys, you're going to have to give Terry some room. He's going to be coming up after you guys cross the line, passing the field. He's coming on the bottom. He's coming on the bottom. All right, keep digging, Terry. I'm going to make it 1 to go. Or already was. Never mind. Out of turn number... Oh, Terry, don't wreck it! As Hackney leads the field into turn number 3 and 4. Looking for the green flag. Out of turn 4. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. 30 laps to go. What a race we've had here so far tonight as they head out of turn number 2. Norwood and Bryce get together out of turn number 2. Bryce going to go ahead and take that third position away as Norwood has to fight hard on the bottom side. A little bit of contact further back. As they come out of turn number 4, they keep it straight as they head into 1 and 2. Great racing, really. These guys have some killer saves as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Charles Barnes trying to keep on with that number 91 of Keith Hackney as they come down the front straightaway. It's going to be 72 laps complete. Yeah, definitely. A lot of respect. That's the biggest thing. A lot of respect. That's awesome, Chris. I just seen that. Out of turn number 4, Hackney continues to lead. Charles Barnes second, Bryce in third. Justin Norwood trying to work the 84 and get around him for that third position. That looks like it may be the main focal point for the race in here tonight. I'll tell you what, Hackney probably lucked out there not hitting that lap traffic because he was coming quick on those lap cars. That caution came out just at the right time for him. Out of turn number 2, Norwood continuing to put the pressure on Bryce down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. The biggest thing that I'm excited about the update is tire wear. Should create multiple lanes and more mistakes. Not like crashing mistakes, but just you can't hold it down quite the same way, so you might bounce up a little bit and it creates a passing opportunity. That is what I'm excited about for the update. As they head into 3 and 4. Here comes Norwood down low. They made contact. Norwood, oh, into the fence. Norwood into the fence. Yellow flag comes out. He is going to netcode into this one. He sends it in there. Oh. Oh. That netcode sucks. Norwood had to take the tow as a caution flag comes out once again. Norwood, how long is it saying for the tow? No, it's not. I didn't know how bad it was because I know it not coded into it, so sometimes it's usually not that bad, but I'll go ahead and shorten it up. If you get back out there, we'll get you back on the lead lap. What a race here tonight. Ended early for Norwood. Oh, man, it's so close. This is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome, Everly. As they come down the back straightaway, looking for the green flag this time by. That's awesome. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Hackney with a good jump up. Barnes with a better jump on the outside. He's going to get in the back of Hackney. It's going to tighten Hackney up. Opens up the door as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Barnes does not take advantage, but here comes Bryce looking down low as they come out of turn number 4. Side by side with Bryce and Seth. They make contact into turn number 1 and 2. Big stack up through the field. These guys trying to hold on to it as they come down the back straightaway. Keith Hackney leads the field. I think someone's almost going to have to give the bumper to Hackney in order to get around him as Bryce almost right rear Seth up into the wall. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Bryce trying to hold strong. Gets loose out of turn number 2. Yellow flag comes out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Norwood comes off a pit road. How bad is it, Norwood? All right, guys. Norwood's going to come around. I can see it. Don't worry. Give Norwood the bottom side lane. All right, we're going to see if we can get Norwood back on the lead lap here. He's going to keep coming down on the bottom. How many laps are you guys to green? He's coming down low again, guys. All right, Norwood. Going to be pushing it. You should be able to get one more, and then it'll be one lap down. Well, if you go now, you should be able to make it this time. Oh, no, you're not. Just stay at the back. I'll just clear everybody's flags. All right, looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. It's going to be Hackney leading the way with Charles Barnes on the outside. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Waiting for Hackney to fire off. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Hackney and Barnes side by side across the line. Great start by Barnes as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2. Yeah, it's probably better at this point as Barnes gets real tight into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to bounce the wall out of turn number 4. Now, I know that works at Lanier, Barnes, but not so much here. Barnes out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Bryce is going to take the second spot. Here comes Seth down low in that number 7. Out of turn number 4, Barnes looking for a little something extra as they got 13 laps to go. 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2 for third. Lane Phillips down low, Seth stuck in the middle. They're going to make contact out of 2. Barnes bangs it off the wall, down into turn number 3 and 4. 3 wide racing at Weedsport. Who would have thunk as Barnes almost stuffs it out of turn number 4. Barnes going the wrong way in a hurry here as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Keith Hackney leads the field. Bryce up to second, Seth in third as Lane Phillips sends it in hard out of turn number 4. Little bit of contact there. They keep it straight down the front straightaway. Down into turn number 1 and 2, 11 laps to go. Stack up back here, 3 wide once again. Barnes this time on the bottom as they come down out of turn number 2, down into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Barnes, digging down low in that out 21C. He's going to park it on the nose of Cool OG as they head into 1 and 2. He's looking to get back up into that podium position. 10 laps to go as they head through turn number 3 and 4. We're going to go ahead and make it 9 to go as they come across the line. Hackney with a phenomenal, dominating run here tonight with 9 more perfect laps needed. Bryce trying to dig in that number 84, trying to chase in the 91 of Keith Hackney with Seth in that third and final podium position as they roll through turn number 3 and 4. These guys have duked it out 92 laps. They got to be hot, sweaty, tired. Are they going to be able to finish this one off as they come out of turn number 2? Hackney continues to lead the field. Bryce and Seth all single file laying in that 4th position as Cool OG and Charles Barnes battle it out for that 5th position. Barnes going to dig on the outside as they head into 1 and 2. David Cool OG down low out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. The battle now for that 5th position. Who's going to get that top 5? Is it going to be Cool OG or Charles Barnes out of turn number 4? 6 laps to go. Barnes had it at the line as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Uh-oh, Eberly might have slipped up a little bit, almost opened the door. I can't believe Norwood is running as well as he is with that busted up car as it looks like Seth is starting to put the pressure on for that 2nd position. 5 laps to go as Seth is just about there down the back straightaway. He's going to look to the high side into turn number 3 and 4, trying to get a cut down out of turn number 4. Nope. He's going to drive it through the slick out of 4. It's going to be 4 laps to go. The battle for 2nd is on. Seth's going to dig that bottom side, trying to get up underneath. Bryce gets a great run out of 2. Got him back out of it. Almost runs over the 84 Bryce into turn number 3 and 4. 3 laps to go as they come across the line. Good battle for the 2nd position. Here comes Seth. Sticks it down low. Bryce has to keep it up high. Almost contact out of 2. Seth has got his nose there as they slide into turn number 3 and 4. Seth got a little tight. He had to back out of it. He's back in line as they come out of turn 4. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, it's all Keith Hackney out front. Bryce in 2nd. Seth in 3rd. Through turn number 3 and 4. White flag is in the air. 1 more lap for Hackney and the field as they come across the line into turn number 1 and 2. Can Seth put the move on Bryce? He's going to try and dig down low out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out. Hackney going to take the win here tonight. Bryce in 2nd. Seth in 3rd. Lane Phillips 4th. Cool OG gets 5th. Charles Barnes 6th. Chris Eberly 7th. Terry Smith, Cody, Dylan, and Norwood are the running cars left on the track. Oh, and Michael. Hey guys, top 3 on the front straight or more if you want. I don't care. All right, so Hackney's going to take the win here tonight. Bryce and Seth, do you guys have my Discord? If you're on the stream, the link is in the description on Facebook and YouTube. All right, it's going to be Keith Hackney with the win here tonight. Bryce in second, Seth in third, Lane Phillips in that fourth position, Kulo G in sixth. Going to be Everly in seventh, Terry Smith in eighth, Cody ninth, Dylan 10th, Norwood 11th. That was some great racing. We got Carson in that number 12 position, Tyler in 13th, Garcia 14th, Mitchell 15th, Cudney 16th, Raging Ray 17th, Levi 18th, and Jacob and Loic did not grid up. Yeah, great run for Hackney. He was absolutely dominant. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that. And we're going to go see who is in the Discord and pull in our top three. That was amazing. All right, I'm going to pull in Bryce. Oh, Bryce, you got a copy? Hold on. Let me go ahead and unmute this. All right. Man, what a race, man. You had the battle. I think you and Norwood were side by side for like 12, 13, 14 laps, 15 laps, something like that.
Yeah, it was definitely nerve-wracking. I've never raced up against Norwood, so it was kind of, I know there's a lot of respect on this sim, so I was hoping he would give it back. And I know things got a little hairy there, and I apologize if I ruined anyone's race, but that was fun.
Yeah, definitely a good race. A lot of respect out there. That was one of the biggest things that I noticed. A lot of people having respect out there. What did you think? I mean, that truck got real slick. I didn't see where you're from, but this looked like the Weedsport I grew up with and knew. It's that New York slick, as we call it.
I'm from the Midwest, Iowa, mainly known for Super Nationals here in Boone. But, I mean, it was like an ice rink to me. I'm not really good in the slick. I'm kind of glad we came out where we did there, but it's a whole different ball game with how slick it got.
Yeah, for sure. Well, great watching you run out there. Phenomenal run. I know you got some family and friends out there in the chat. You got any friends, family, sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, first off, huge shout out to NLR. The boys over there, we're cooking. Really doesn't matter what we jump into. It seems like we always have a good top five. Papa Mike Promotions, Mama Bear, she's always in the streams cheering me on. Sweet Tea Gang. I know Jaren Valley popped in, so huge shout out to him. And you for the broadcast. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming out and putting on a heck of a show. And man, it was great watching you guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No problem. Bryce with that second place. We're going to pull in third place finisher, Seth. Wow. You were putting some pressure on Bryce, but made a couple little mistakes late there. How do I say your last name?
Castle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. I just didn't want to butcher it. Man, phenomenal run in that 7. Great racing, and you were right in the thick of it. Tell me about it.
Oh man, yeah. For one, I didn't think I was gonna qualify that good. Being in there a little bit late, but was able to put down a really good lap and start third in the feature. Of course, I knew Hackney was gonna be tough and Barnes. And man, old Brycey Bear is giving me a run for my money too. He's really found some speed as of late.
He was phenomenal in the slick. I mean, he just seemed to get it kind of wrong. I mean, I couldn't believe it. But at late there, I saw you grabbing that little bit of tackiness down at the bottom, and it was starting to work. It just you made that one little mistake. I think with about 3 to go, and it was hard to set yourself back up.
Yeah, I did. But man, you had to be perfect, man. You really did. Your you're set up real tight to be able to run that slick, but if you don't hit your corner right, you're gonna get crossed up and you're gonna be all screwed up in the center. But it's fun. I love Weedsport when it's slick like that. It really levels the playing field and it's a driver's track, man. It really makes for some fun racing when it slicks off. But yeah, kudos
and
to
that's
them
how it
guys.
is in real life. What you seen tonight, I mean, it might even still be slicker in real life. So,
Yeah,
and
that's
it
what
is
I've heard.
and it is a driver's track, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Great run here tonight. You got any friends, family, sponsors you want to go shout out to?
I just need to thank JC Floyd, Cocky Floyd setups. I hit him up literally minutes before before the feature, telling him I needed something for this 100 lapper, and he hooked me up, man. It was good. Um, Wish we could have got second, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But that setup was ripping, so thanks to him and all the work that he puts into helping us get good in these cars. And thanks for you guys putting this on. It was fun.
Yeah, we try to do a long race like this every Wednesday, but we switch up the car on the track so people don't get
Sure.
burned out. so,
Yeah,
one more thing I got to ask you a simple question. How are your arms?
my arms are fine. My arms get used to this much work daily.
Yeah, I was just curious because it is a lot of work when it gets slick, and you guys are 2 and 3 wide at times, so it's pretty insane.
Oh yeah, my eyes hurt worse than anything, man. You are flat focused
Oh
out
yeah.
there.
Well, great run. Thanks for coming out, and hopefully we see you next Wednesday.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. You have a good one.
You too, bud. Good run.
Yep. Thanks.
All right, Seth, with that third place finish, we're going to bring in tonight's winner. He had the easiest ride tonight. Hackney. Got them grip hacks going. No kidding. Just kidding. Man, what a run. That car was hooked up. I mean, Barnes could pressure you early on when the tires are a little bit cooler, but when you got a little heat in those tires, you just seem to pull away from the field.
Yeah, we was matter of fact, him, Bryce and Lane, we're all teammates, and they was all on something that that I have built or whatever, and I changed mine up just a little bit different. Right before the race, I've built for 50 lap races around here. I think I ran 175 lap race here, but I've never ran a 100 lap race, so that was just trying to figure out what I was going to do, and I just made some last second adjustments, which I know I was completely different than all of them guys. So um it was really, really good, man. I felt good all night. I just it's hard when you got your teammate right there beside you on those restarts. I was trying to change it up, trying to go a little earlier, and he was timing them pretty good. And or I might get the jump, but I'd either get tight like once I got on the throttle, or it would just break free of me just a little bit. So he was either able to stay to my outside or my right rear, or even just right there behind me. And he got into me a couple times going into one, and allowed us to race it for at least a lap or two. But I don't know, I just felt really good, and I could run the middle and still keep the momentum up, and stuff like that. So yeah, man, just all in all, man, it was a hell of a race, a long race. um I told Charles with about 20 laps to go that my arms was getting sore because I've worked all day. So um it's been a minute since we ran a long race like that. I love the long races. Like that's just they're awesome. And considering the different uh just driving, what's the word I'm looking for here? Just the different kinds of driving and
Driving
experience.
styles, yeah.
Yeah, an experience that was in the room tonight. It went rather well, considering, we got some high ratings, some low I ratings in between, whatever, and it mixed pretty good. And we had a lot of green flag laps, and I was surprised. I thought it was going to be a caution fest, honestly, but
Yeah.
it
Only
was to be.
only 18 laps of caution.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, that's great. I wish all leagues that we run in, because me and my guys running a couple street stock stuff and whatnot, but they just can't seem to get it together for 50 laps. So just to come in here and actually able to race for that, that time span was pretty awesome. So yeah,
Yeah.
man, we'll
Well,
take it, and we'll just move on to the next one.
yeah, definitely a great run for you here tonight. I was gonna ask you the one time we got that caution, we got that really long green flag run, and you started to close on lap traffic, and we got the caution right before you got to them. Were you wondering what you were gonna do with that lap traffic? Because that was gonna get real interesting.
I was watching them as I was running up on them, just trying to see where they're running and see, whatnot like that. Because I think that's where a lot of people mess up. They run up on lap traffic, but they don't watch them for 2 or 3 laps before they do it. And I had a game plan. I really wasn't coming off the bottom. I just wasn't set up to run at the top or anywhere else. So I was gonna have to make it work, or we was gonna have to thread the needle a little bit. But you know, it all worked out in our favor. I wish we would have had more green run, honestly, because I pulled out. I think one time I pulled out a very good bit in the caution come out, so it kind of sucked. But at the same time, I guess it puts on for a good broadcast. Everybody uh piled back together and getting some good racing on them restarts.
Honestly, there was good racing the whole time, even when you might have spread out, but from about third on back, the whole time it was just constant racing. So either way, I was good with it. But man, phenomenal run here tonight. I know you got a bunch of people to help you get where you're at. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, and sponsors?
Yeah, man. I feel like we add to this list about all the time. First and foremost, NLR, like Bryce said, our team is just doing some phenomenal things right now, and I'm very proud of Bryce for coming as long or coming as far as he has. It just wasn't not too long ago. He was, mid pack and stuff like that, and we've worked with him, and he's really starting to show that he can be a contender in these races. Lane also had a good run tonight. He took some time off and he come back, and he's pretty sporty when he needs to be.
Mhm.
Whenever he's not in his own head. Charles always that's my fellow my homie, and well we do a lot of communicating on here and stuff like that. But yeah, man, just huge shout out to all them guys. Elite performance. Enough said with that. It don't matter what you run. We got sets for anything you want to run. Pretty much. NH Lands, custom cabinets by Keith. Uh, Sim Race Wraps, which was a new sponsor, just come on board about a week and a half ago. So huge shout out to him. Uh, just grips by grips paints by Grippy. Um, Paint shop we just opened up not too long ago as well. So man, we got all kinds of things going on, and Papa Mike, I know he's tuned in, so can't forget him. He does a lot for our team and stuff outside the sim. So huge shout out to everybody that makes this thing go round and round. And oh, one more, gotta give a shout out to my better half in the other room, Tasha. She puts up with me spending countless hours on here, and sometimes I feel like I need to sell all this stuff and just spend more time with her. But at the end of the day, we're doing what we love, we're enjoying life, and just living day to day.
Well, great run here tonight. Always fun to watch and good to have you out here. And I'm sure we'll see some cool pictures from this one later on somewhere.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
Thanks for coming out, Hackney. Appreciate it. Good run.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No problem. Keith Hackney with the W here tonight. Not a big surprise for a lot of you guys. We'll be back. We got asphalt races tomorrow. Late models. I got to figure out where we're going to do it, and Woot. So stay tuned for that. That'll be an announcements in Discord and a lot more. We're going to see who is live on Facebook right now. I'm going to send you guys off to someone, if I can find anybody that I want to send you off to. Looks like I'm going to send you guys off to 89 Actual. He's good to watch. He's great to watch. He's phenomenal on asphalt. I don't know if you guys like asphalt at all, but guys, make sure you go tell him you got a nice little raid here from MDiTV. Hashtag MDiTV up in his chat. And guys, as always, until next time, be safe and have a good night. He just didn't want to get beat by you, Massey. Good night, everybody.